Have you ever gotten to the end of the day, pulled everything out of your pockets and thought, there has to be a better way to carry all this gear? My phone, my wallet, my keys, my knife, my flashlight, my pen, earbuds, a charger maybe, or a power bank. Eventually, your pockets just become too much. And that's exactly where a lot of people discover fanny packs. But here's the funny thing. For some reason, the EDC world likes to call everything a sling. If you ever watch my main channel, you probably notice something. I actually don't carry traditional slings for everyday carry. For work, yes. But most days, I'm carrying a fanny pack right here, traditionally on the waist. So let's talk about why I think they're one of the most underrated pieces of gear for EDC. Welcome back to EDC For Beginners, the podcast where we make everyday carry simple. I'm Mikey from MikeyDailyCarry, and whether you're brand new to EDC or you've been carrying gear for years and just want to visit the fundamentals, you are in the right place. Every week, I break down another part of everyday carry without the hype, the gatekeeping, and assuming everyone already knows everything. If you're looking for reviews though, first impressions, unboxings, in-depth bag reviews, then subscribe to my main channel, MikeyDailyCarry. But for this episode, let's talk about one of my favorite ways to carry gear. First off, today's myth. You need a fanny pack, sling, or backpack to carry more gear. Heck no. I do not believe that's true. Most people don't need a backpack, sling, fanny pack. They just need their pockets to work a little smarter. That's exactly where a compact waist pack or fanny pack really shines. Now, real quick story time. When I first got into EDC, everything lived in my pockets. My phone, my wallet, my keys, my knife. That was it. As time went on, I started reviewing more gear, started carrying a flashlight, a pen, my AirPods, charging cables, a battery bank, cameras eventually. Then life changed and I became a husband, a father. Now I'm taking snacks, medicine, hand sanitizer, small first aid kit, sometimes wipes, sometimes toy, and extra pacifier. And I realized something. My pockets weren't getting any bigger, and I sure as hell wasn't gonna rock no cargo pants. That's when I started reaching for a compact fanny pack almost every single day. So why a fanny pack instead of a backpack? Well, for me, it's the perfect middle ground. A backpack is fantastic when I need to carry my laptop, extra clothes, camera gear, if I'm traveling or if I'm going to work. But most days, that's overkill. A compact fanny pack gives me enough room for my essentials without encouraging me to pack things I don't actually need. And because I wear it right here on my waist, everything is right here. I need my flashlight, it's right here. I need my AirPods, it's right in here. My wallet, no digging around through a backpack I gotta sling over, open up, get into. This is fast, it's comfortable, and incredibly practical. One of the questions I always get is, Mikey, what's actually inside of that fanny pack? Honestly, it changes a little depending on where I'm going, but there are a few things that almost always make the cut. My keys, my wallet, my flashlight, a pen, a knife, AirPods, a charging cable, sometimes a power bank, but I got lip balm in here, a small notebook. You notice something? Everything has a purpose. I'm not carrying gear because I have extra room. I'm carrying gear because I've needed those things before. That's an important distinction. If you've watched my main channel, you already know this. I've reviewed a lot of bags from great companies, Vertex, Eberly Stock, Alpaca, GoRuck, Nutsack, 945 Industries, ADD, 1D, plenty more. People always ask me, what's the best one? Here's my honest answer. There isn't one. The best bag is the one you'll actually use and wear. Some people love tactical. Others want something that blends in. Some want premium materials. Others just want functionality. Your bag should fit your lifestyle, not someone else's. Let's talk about the biggest mistakes I see beginners make. First, they're buying a bag that's way too big. Here's what happens. You buy a larger bag, then you start filling it with just because items. Now you're carrying things you haven't touched in months. Second, you're buying a bag because it's trendy. You see your favorite YouTuber or whatever it is rocking the bag and you buy it. Third is you're ignoring organization. I don't care if your bag is expensive. If you can't quickly find what you need, it's not doing you justice. So here's a simple question. Do your pockets constantly feel overloaded? Do you find yourself leaving useful items at home because you don't have room? If the answer is yes, you may be ready for a compact fanny pack just like this. Not because you need more gear, but because you want a better way to carry what you already own. Now, I don't carry a fanny pack because it's trendy. Heck, Hella people make fun of me in a lot of the videos that I do with fanny packs. They're like, that's a merce, that's a man purse. Real men don't wear fanny packs. And guess what? I don't give a I carry one because it simplifies my day. It keeps my pockets comfortable. It keeps my gear organized. And it gives me exactly enough room for what I actually use. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's what everyday carry is all about. Carrying what works for you. So let's talk about what I got on this freaking rig. So this right here is the Vanquest Dendrite. Now, why do I got my Americas on? Because as I'm recording this, it's July 4th. Happy 250, America. God bless you. Now, this is the small version of the Vanquest Dendrite, a very popular bag in the sling fanny pack EDC community, and this is how I have it outfitted. Over on this side, always is my Tale of Knives MPU. So let's just take this off and talk about what I have in here. So anytime I rock a fanny pack, I'm carrying this with me, and as you can see, it's right here, oriented like so, stays on the left side, easy to just clip. Now, in my Tale of Knives MPU, I have my Leatherman Arc, trusted multi-tool. I have 22 tools in here in this small compact configuration, which is one hand operating compatibility. So next to that, I have a slot for a pen, and this is a Tac-Ray bolt action pen. Okay, and the cool thing about this is that the bolt is ambidextrous. Truly, it's made that way. As you can see here, it goes to the left and it goes to the right. But this also has a spinner glass breaker top, which has a crazy bearing. You hear that? Absolutely fidget with this a lot. But it's also titanium, so sharp. You can use that as a tool if need be. Now, next to that, I have my trusted Olight Arc Pro with my logo on there. And that is in my Tale of Knives MPU. I'll have a link to this in the description down below if ever you want to buy yourself a leather caddy like so. As you can see, it has some really good wear and tear and patina on there because I use this every single day. Now let's go into the actual fanny pack. This right here is the Vanquest Dendrite. This is the black color. It has a pocket here, a pocket in the middle, and a pocket in the back. I don't have anything in the back pocket. Let's dive right into this. In the front. Now, here's the truth. Everything that's in here, I have in here because I have unloaded my pockets for my work carry, and I've put it in here. So in here, I have pepper spray. In this bag already, this wasn't something I was already carrying, but in this bag, I had the Draper by Tour Knives because I think I was making some content on it and it was already in this bag. But I do have the Draper on there, and I absolutely love this knife. Really cool knife by Tour Knives. I've been putting it through its paces, American made all the way down to the screws. This also is an axis lock. Really like it. The ergonomics is phenomenal, fits great in hand, and Magna Cut USA. That is what I have in this front pocket. Now, one thing that I absolutely look for in my fanny packs, and this is going to be a fanny pack review video, guys. I'm just showing you guys how I have this loaded out for my day-to-day. I actually just took this off of my dresser, put it around my waist, did a thing with the family this morning, and pretty much all throughout middle of the afternoon, came home. Exactly what I have in here is exactly what I have in here. So that's what I got there. And then over in the main compartment, I have a hank. I always got to have a hank on me because of my glasses, if I'm carrying a camera around, wiping the back of my phone camera. My daughter has glasses. I got to wipe her glasses all the time. That's why I have that there. I also have my AirPods. Thing I want to highlight here is this. My Woobin lanyard is actually a USB-C to USB-C cable. So if I just need to plug this into a port in the vehicle or any other places where it takes USB-C plugins, I can charge my AirPods, I can charge my camera, I can charge my phone, a lot of things, power banks even. I don't have one in here, but you get it. Now this is my TPT slide, and this is on a lanyard that has a small carabiner because how I have this typically oriented in my pants is that this will hang on the left belt loop and this will suspend into my left pocket. And then when I need it, I will just take that out, unclip, and I have quick use for a blade. Now, the last thing I have in here is this. This is my favorite Lost Dutchman wallet that they make. This is the Huckleberry, and this is the newer version of the Huckleberry because this flap now goes down a lot lower. I know that I had questions in the comments before about what makes this new. Well, they extended this flap so it comes down a lot lower and it covers the book that is inside. Now, I did opt in for a section in the back to put your cards. Back there, I have my quick access IDs, so that way I don't have to flip this up, get to the cards. Nope, I have it all right here. I also have a compartment right here that hosts my credit cards. And then I have 2 books in here because this is my way of writing down ideas for YouTube podcasts like this, episodes like this, or videos that are upcoming. I have it all in here. I have a big idea design field notes book, an everyday book, and then I also have a jotted, and then I also have a Write in the Rain all-weather universal book, and that fits in here. The pen that I'm using to write all my notes is the Big Idea Design mini bolt action pen, and I have that oriented for left hand because the bolt is right here. I'll have an upcoming video where I talk about that a little bit. And that just sits right there, super flush, as you can see. And then these books. Now, this just goes right in to here. Comes down like so. And then I put that flap down. And voila, there you have it. So that's what I have in my fanny pack setup, guys. This is exactly how it is. Oh, and I have some chapstick. But in case you're wondering what's inside this Vanquest bag, you have organization here in the front, organization here. I've had a breakdown of this fanny pack on my YouTube, MikeyDailyCarry. You can go follow that. I have a challenge for you. Today or tonight, empty your pockets, put it on the table, and ask yourself, what did I actually use today? What have I been carrying for weeks without touching? And what did I wish I had with me to make my day better? If the answer is, I need just a little more room, then it might be wise to look into a compact fanny pack just like this. But I'd love to hear from you guys. Are you a pocket only person? Are you a fanny pack person? Or are you even a backpack person because you need that much more gear? Drop your answer in the comments below. Guys, I read every single comment. I try to reply to every single one as well. So please, let's have a conversation. If you enjoyed today's episode, I'd really appreciate if you subscribe to EDC For Beginners. That's this podcast right here. Every week, I'm going to be breaking down another part of everyday carry to make this hobby easier to understand. And if you're looking for in-depth gear reviews, first impressions, unboxings, those bag breakdowns, everything everyday carry, follow my main channel, MikeyDailyCarry. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me. Until next time, carry what works for you. Peace out. Welcome back.